Hey guys, Thomas Zulu Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom with my review of Pixels. I finally got a chance to see this movie and my expectations weren't that high and, it was a okay movie. I mean, it wasn't great and there are some parts that are rather questionable, but all in all, I wouldn't say it's the worst movie I've seen, but besides the effects, there wasn't anything too impressive. Maybe besides one or two jokes that landed, but everything else was sort of in the middle. So, anyways, the story of Pixels is these kids play an arcade game. The main character, which is played by Adam Sandler, I can't remember his name, so I'm just gonna call him Adam Sandler. As a kid, he was close to becoming the champion of Donkey Kong, and his rival cheated to gain victory, and this the reward was sending something into space based off of the video game. So they got these aliens got this message based on the video games and proceeded to send down the video games as a life-threatening game war, I guess I'll call it. Uh, as the Pixels take these victories, they claim their trophies, and when the humans win, they get trophies that are based on some of the video game characters, such as Qbert and Dog and the Bird. I think like Dog Hunt. Yes. So, anyways, it's up to Adam Sandler and Kevin James, who plays the president, to team up with the other two, played by Josh Gad and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other actor's name, the one who's in Game of Thrones. I just haven't seen Game of Thrones, so I don't recognize him as much, which is why I don't know his name. But he was pretty fun in the movie, though. And the side characters, I think, played a better comical role than the main characters. And that's where the laughs did come in. I did smirk once or twice, but overall, like I said, nothing too over the top or impressive with this movie. There were definitely moments where I was shaking my head, just like, come on, you didn't have to do that. Completely unnecessary. But anyways, they suit up, they get the guns, they beat him in the like in the third challenge or whatever you want to call it. And you see it in the trailer when they're shooting up at the game Centipede, I think it was. Yes, it was Centipede. And then it's Pac-Man after that, and then it's finally Donkey Kong, and he gains the confidence, and then Adam Sandler pretty much wins. And there are a bunch of other moments that are just like head shaking worthy, like the whole scene where you see the guy talking to Pac-Man, trying to reason with him, the whole Josh Gad thing, and the romance with this video game character that's completely made up for this. And it's just so weird. There was like no communication there, and it was completely unnecessary for this to be there in the movie. Yeah, and the girl comes back. It's like Qbert transforms into her after she gets like sucked up previously. Uh, and at the end they have like kids somehow. It's completely just I don't even know. There are definitely very weird parts in this movie. And there are parts that do work, but they're very. You do have to look for them, I think, a bit. And that does kind of bog the movie down. And it's sort of hard to score because, like I said, I didn't really have high expectations, and like I said, the movie didn't really disappoint me because I kind of knew that it was going to be bad, but I don't know. I think at the end, I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Just like it's barely almost something. But I do agree. I have seen some other reviews that said, um, the people who made Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I think if those people were behind this movie, I think it would have worked way better. Particularly with the actors. There's just a better sense of everything almost with that. But there are a few other movies that I could probably name. But if you do want to see a better video game movie, you all know that I'm gonna say what probably every other reviewer is saying. Just go watch Wreck-It Ralph instead. It is so much better than this movie. And I think one of the issues with this movie is it understands how to utilize some of the characters, but clearly not all of them. Um, and sometimes it's mixed. And the key one for me that's mixed is Pac-Man. Like his entrance is it's actually pretty good, but then the whole thing with the whole hand eating part, it's just like that really was not even funny, not even remotely good. It was just almost head shaking worthy, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a 4 out of 10, almost a 5 out of 10. Um, if anything, it might win like something for like the amazing design of these things. But I don't know. I think there could have been a lot of other ways to have handled this that would have worked even better. I think someone recommended having the whole movie be based on the kids. Like someone said, make it like something like a Goonies movie, which I can actually see really working. The kids seem to do really good for the parts that they are given. And you know, it is what it is. So I think that is my movie review. So 4 out of 10. It's a very passable film. Like I said, there are definitely video game movies that are way better than this. Like I said, Wreck-It Ralph, much preferred. So with that being said, this has been Thomas Asula Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.